James here from Miami Strong, and in this video I'm going to show you how to build bigger biceps using the very popular hammer curl. Now the hammer curl is a very common exercise, but a lot of people make mistakes with it, and if you want to do it correctly, you want to make sure there's a proper movement in the mechanics of your forearm and your wrist as well as your shoulder. So let me first explain to you the regular bicep curl. A regular bicep curl is traditionally with your palm up, what's called supinated position. So I have one bicep to show you an example. My palm is up, it's open, I have a tight grip on the dumbbell, and as I go through the position, I stand up nice and tall, and I come up, and I squeeze, and I'm using the long head and the short head of the bicep overall to contract this movement. Again, this is your regular supinated bicep curl, more commonly seen. Now you want to do the hammer curl, right? And because the hammer curl works a different part of the bicep, and this is what's actually going to help develop the width of your bicep, as to where this helps develop the overall peak of your bicep. So with a hammer curl, I want to make sure I'm standing up nice and tall. And again, I'm only showing you with one. I'm going to show you with two in a second what it fully looks like. So I stand right here. My wrist is straight. I'm standing up nice and tall. I have a really strong grip here, and I come up straight. 90 degrees, a little bit higher at the elbow, and I go down nice and slowly. So what you see a lot of people do, if they can't handle the weight, you see a lot of ego lifting in the gym, they'll come up and the wrist will bend like this. And once the wrist bends like this, it pulls the shoulder forward and down. So what's happening is the scapula is compensating here, coming forward, and you're shortening this range of motion. You're shortening this range of motion here with your bicep and not allowing for the proper movement, and also potential injury right there. So anytime you want to do the hammer curl properly to get the most benefits of really building that width of your bicep, you stand up nice and tall, forearms controlled, wrist is straight, I come up and I squeeze and I control that movement down. The wrist is not shaky at all. It's not going in or out, completely still. Elbow is locked in that position. I don't want to rock. I don't want to lean forward. I just want to stay as tall and strong as possible. Tight core, come right up, control the movement down. So again, the hammer curl, as you come up, you're using the outside of your biceps. It's called the brachialis muscle here. It's one strip of muscle that makes your bicep look wider as you're doing the movement. And there's a muscle here called the brachioradialis, which is through your forearm, that attaches through the bicep here. So if you're trying to build that width, really building those big dense biceps, you want to use this muscle, and the hammer curl is great for that. So now there's an alteration to the hammer curl, which is the hammer crossover curl. One of my personal favorite moves. So the hammer crossover curl here looks like this and involves a little bit more movement as to where you're coming across the body, still utilizing the outside of your bicep and that forearm to build that width. So this is a fantastic exercise to include in your biceps and overall arms routine if you're really trying to build strength and more dense and wide biceps overall. So what I like to do is I'll do arms maybe 2 days a week, biceps and triceps. And what I'll do is 4 exercises for my biceps, and I'll do at least 2 different dumbbell exercises. I like to include the hammer curls. On some days, I'll probably do 3 to 4 sets, 10 to 12 reps. I don't do a lot of heavy weight at all. As you see, I'm using only 25, maybe go up to 35, maybe even 40. But I don't like to go that high because I feel as if the lower weight is still highly beneficial because you're using a small muscle here. It's not a big muscle group, and it's more isolated. So you could get away with doing a lot of reps at a moderate weight. So I don't go super, super heavy. And also I get better form. Again, I like to do the combination of the hammer curl with a supinated bicep curl, and I'll also throw in a straight bar as well. And then in another video, I showed you how to do this spider curl while I'm hanging off the edge, and I'm using gravity to fight, and I'm working out the long head and the short head of the bicep to build that peak. So in this video is all about that hammer curl, how to build width to your biceps with a very controlled movement. And this is a fantastic exercise. I've been doing it for years. Hopefully with this video, you now understand how to do it in the proper form, in the proper position, and you're gonna get those big biceps as you always wanted. If you liked the video, leave us a comment below. Let us know what other videos you'd like to see. Give us a subscribe, hit us a like, and let us know your thoughts. Thanks for watching, friends. See you in the next video.